Okay, everybody. Thank you for joining our everyday wellness class for moms, infants, and children. Obviously, the infants and the children aren't joining us. They're probably in bed. But we are glad that you are here. So let's introduce ourselves. I'm Tracy Moore. And I've been with Young Living for not that long, like 6 months probably. But I am already a little tiny addict with these oils and these products and things like that. I'm loving them. And you are?
I am Katie Ockel. I've been using Young Living oils for a little over a year now, about a year and a half, and I am as well completely addicted to my oils.
I can't imagine, like, they call them the everyday oil collection. I can't imagine a day,
Oh, yeah.
Oils. It would be a weird day. Someone would have had to take them from me and hide them because they're everywhere in my house.
Oh, yeah.
So tonight our focus is going to be on wellness. And this talk in particular is really zeroing in on wellness for moms and infants and children. And you mamas are the gatekeepers of the home. We're the ones that are responsible primarily for everything from cleaning and laundry and childcare and cooking. Moms, I know Katie and I both have kids that are about 1 year old. So we are daily tugged on physically and emotionally, and the hands up, mom, and so they need us. And for us to be there for them, we have to take good care of ourselves. So we have to stay well and do things that are going to keep our bodies healthy. So it's really common for us as moms to put ourselves last and to take care of everything else that the kids need or the husband needs first, and then put ourselves last. But when it comes to our health, that's a really bad idea because we want to be healthy for our family. So we're going to talk about seeking wellness, supporting wellness for you and for your little ones, because we're their first role model. And essential oils, which is primarily what we're going to talk about tonight, and several other products that Young Living distributes. But essential oils are a great tool in our wellness toolbox to support the various body systems, support our emotions, and to maximize our overall wellness. So we also want to preface everything that you hear tonight with an understanding that we are not physicians. Are you a doctor, Katie?
I'm not.
Not a doctor, not even a little. So we're moms, we're moms who use essential oils on a daily basis on ourselves and on our little ones. This information is only for educational and informational purposes. We're not attempting to diagnose or treat or cure or prevent any diseases or illnesses. So with that in mind, we're also only going to be talking about Young Living essential oils. So not any other brand, because they're the only brand that's guaranteed for purity and potency. Young Living is the only company that has their own farms. They have 9 farms and distilleries worldwide and over 25 years of research. And they're the most trusted essential oil company in the world. They are all about farming. They have this beautiful organic farmland, and they own thousands of acres of this farmland. And I don't know about you, but when it comes to my family, I'm very cautious about what chemicals go on our bodies, in our bodies, and in our home, what toxins I'm exposing us to. And so that's why we get organic food when we can and non-GMO when we can. And so it's also why I'm not going to compromise and get, an off-brand of essential oils. I'm going to get the best ones possible for our family. So, Katie, why don't you tell everybody about usage, EO usage?
Okay. When using Young Living oils, there's going to be 3 different ways that you are able to use them. First is aromatically, which is what, if you look on our screens right behind me, I have the diffuser. So I'm diffusing stress away right now. You can also just put it on your hands if you want to inhale it. That is an amazing way. That's big for me. Topically as well. If you want to, you have your VitaFlex points on your feet. If you just want to rub it directly on your feet, if you're just wanting to rub it directly onto your troubled spot, that's also another great way to use it. And the last way would be internally, using it as a dietary supplement. Whether you put it in your water, whether you add it to your food or whether you put it in a capsule and just take it. But you do need to make sure to check the labels because not every oil is not going to be meant to take internally. If you look on the labels, lift this little flap and it's going to tell you whether you can take it aromatically, topically, internally, or even all three. So make sure that you check out those labels before internally taking anything.
And on the new bottles, in the new premium starter kit, the labels are tinier than they were when the older bottles. So these will say, these will give only one use, aromatic use for almost all of them, but it will only give a dietary or a topical use for each oil. So there's lots of research that has shown lots of different uses for essential oils, but we always recommend, especially when you're talking about using them on little ones, to read your labels, read your bottle, and be smart. And that also brings up a good point about dilution. You want to talk about that, Katie?
Diluting it, there are some oils that's going to be considered a hot oil. Peppermint right here is just kind of a for instance. Me personally, I don't actually dilute it, but some people might prefer to get a carrier oil, which you can use coconut oil, olive oil. There's several different carrier oils that you can use. And what that's going to do is it's just going to it's not actually lessening the oil by any means, but it's going to spread it to a larger surface, or just kind of cool that off for you. So it's just not hot on your skin. So,
yeah, and that's especially important when we're talking about kids, infants, young children. So, and we'll talk later about some of the oils that Young Living has that are especially for kids. So we'll get into that in a little bit. But first we want to talk about these pretty bottles behind us. Okay. So the diffuser and there are 11 oils that we're going to talk about that come in this premium starter kit. It's how both of us got started with Young Living, and many of you that are watching are already Young Living members, and so you already know and love your premium starter kit. But we're going to talk about specific things with regard to moms and young kids and infants that are useful when talking about these oils. So the first one we're going to start with is lavender. It's so pretty smelling to me. The usage that it's labeled for is aromatic, so smelling it, and then topical, putting it on your skin. It's got this sweet, really floral aroma. It smells just like a lavender plant. You would go, to the store and see a lavender plant in the springtime, and it smells just like that. For me, it's our go-to oil for calming and relaxing. If we're having a stressful day, I will put some lavender in that diffuser and we will all be a little bit calmer. Really good for getting my little one to kind of settle a little bit. Really great for skin too. It's in a lot of the Young Living skincare products we'll talk about in a little bit. And it's just a great oil for skin health, especially when you combine it with frankincense, which Katie will talk about in a second. Really great for restful sleep. That's one of the things that I use it for every day, using it to promote restful sleep, applied topically applied topically and then in the diffuser. And it's also a great oil for emotional support. So Katie, what's up next?
All right, next we are going to talk about peppermint. This is my husband's favorite. It's a very refreshing. It has a minty aroma, so therefore it's a great pick-me-up. It's great for energizing and focus. It's something that I definitely apply to myself if I am needing to focus, if I'm needing to just, kind of get everything out of my head and just really focus on what I'm doing. It's great to help promote the bowel function. So anything related to your stomach or anything that's having to do with digestion. So it's great for that. And as well as because it is something you can take internally, it's great to apply to foods. Personally, I apply it to my hot tea. And that alone, it kind of wakes me up in the morning. So peppermint is a great all-around oil. It's amazing. I guess what I think about with peppermint is just really just kind of opening up everything and just kind of being alert. So, all right. So next we have frankincense, which is my all-time favorite oil. Frankincense is really kind of like a go-to for anything, really. You know, if all else fails, go to frankincense.
Right. It's so true.
Yes, very true. It's really just grounding. It's, you know, it's really great for your skin. Like you were mentioning with lavender, it's something that I apply to lotion or my moisturizer in the morning to just kind of like to add on with my regular, what I'm using. It's great for emotional support, occasional anxiety, or sadness, just emotional ups and downs. It's great to kind of regulate that all out. It also supports the cognitive function as well as enhances your focus, something I mentioned with peppermint. Frankincense is great for cell generation. It's really just great for keeping your health in focus. It's something that I use every single morning just to really kind of feel better. And because I did mention with the skincare line, it is a major ingredient in all the skincare products. So
it is. It's in so many of the skincare line, and I use it on my little forehead wrinkly things. So it's so great for skin. All right. I also want to talk about lemon. That is one of my favorite oils. It's just so. There's no other word, right? It's lemony. It just is. It's just so yummy smelling, lemony, fresh, happy. It makes me happy when I smell lemon. I love it because it helps with the body's natural, normal detoxification process. So I'll add it to water as a dietary supplement is its usage. And it's safe to use with infants and with water. What you got in your water?
Lemon.
There you go. It's safe to use with infants and children for cooling and digestive support and immune support. So instead of peppermint for that digestive support for little ones, it's recommended by a number of different sources to use dilution if you do choose to go the peppermint route. But if you look into some of the research and you have concerns as a parent, then there are many parents who use lemon as an alternative because it's great for digestive support as well. Also in pregnancy, I know Anna, our friend Anna, was like putting lemon like as close to her nose as she could for so long with that morning sickness, that nausea. And then I'll occasionally in the morning get I'm sensitive to trash. I'm like, oh, that trash. And so I'll bust out the lemon. And it's so good for that. So good for that. And it's got a very powerful constituent. It's got limonene in it. And that's a constituent that is really a powerful one. Look it up if you ever get time. I also love lemon for cooking. I'll put it on chicken. I'll marinate chicken with it. I'll use it for salad dressings, for muffins, for scrambled eggs. Now I'm hungry. Right? I love it in scrambled eggs. So it's just a really good, happy oil. And the other benefit is that it's cheap. You know, some of these other oils like frankincense is awesome, but it's expensive. And so if you're looking for like value in a bottle, lemon is the way to go. So the next one, you got something to say?
I was going to say, honestly, with being pregnant for me, lemon was that oil that I had to have.
Yeah.
I had to have it around. I couldn't get low, so lemon was definitely my go-to when I was pregnant.
Yeah. So good. The other one, next one I want to talk about is copaiba, which is also a dietary supplement oil. And it's got this sweet, very woodsy aroma to it. It's really used to aid the digestive system, the respiratory system, and the lymphatic system. It's also another safe oil to use for infants to support their body's natural response to injury or irritation. So little kids have growing pains. My son is teething, perpetually teething, it seems like. And so we will use copaiba as a oil to help support him in that growing process. And then for other kids that are having growing pains, because they grow all the time, right? So sometimes their bones will hurt, and so it's something that you can add on topically or use as a dietary supplement, and it'll help support their body's natural responses to injury and irritation. So let's talk about some Thieves.
Thieves, my favorite oil. Thieves is something that can be taken internally. I actually suggest taking it internally. Thieves is it's actually the only oil that has an entire line, and that's because it's so great for reducing just everyday germs. So they have toothpaste, they have cleaning products. Do you have some with you?
Cleaner. I love my Thieves cleaner. I don't clean with anything else anymore. It's great. And the Thieves toothpaste is wonderful. It's wonderful.
Thieves toothpaste on the way.
You do? Oh, yay. It's so good. You will love it.
Yes.
The hand soap, wonderful. The little sprays. So I keep this. It's kind of like a cleaner in a bottle, like a just a spray to put in like the purse or the diaper bag and spray icky things that you want to clean up.
Just had a vacation class, and that was something that I brought up because it's something that I really carry everywhere. But I spray it, when we're in the hotel room, we kind of spray it everywhere, and especially having my baby, that's just so much more important now. Whether we go to restaurants, I spray it on. So that is in my diaper bag as we speak.
That's a good call. Spray it on the silly high chairs. I didn't even think about that.
Like doorknobs.
Yeah. So much easier than like wiping and stuff because,
Right. Which I even, with the actual bottle that you just showed, the Thieves, I actually just made my own little Thieves spray. With the bottle and just kind of did it like that. But Thieves is very just like it has a warm, spicy aroma. It makes me think of Christmas time and just autumn, fall time. Thieves is a favorite. Of course, I say that about everything. But because it's great for support of the immune system and respiratory health, it's something that I often put on my daughter. Her name is Layla. I put it on her if I know that we are going to be around somebody sickly or somebody that just, maybe I don't know. Everybody's trying to touch her. And so Thieves, I know. So I will just, I will dilute Thieves, and the reason for that is only to just allow it to spread over a larger surface. Like I was mentioning, I will put it on my daughter's feet, and I'm good to go. We go to story time on Thursdays, and she's around a lot of babies. So every morning, I put it on her feet before we head out there. So it's great just to support the immune system. Even if you are not sick or around people, it's great to just help support that. So Thieves is,
and especially at the age that our kids are, where they put everything in their mouth, like everything. They're just building their immunity. But to help them build their immunity, we do the same thing before we go to church nursery or somewhere else, Thieves on the feet, spray everything down, and it helps. It makes a big difference.
Yes, I will mention that when my daughter she's a year now, when she was 3 to 4 months old, my husband came down with something nasty. He was just extremely sick. I went ahead and I was a little bit risky. I trusted Thieves oil. We diffused it as well as, we just sprayed stuff down, sprayed the bed with it. And we all slept in the same room. I mean, I was very risky, but I trusted my Thieves oil, and neither one of us got sick. So that was amazing. That was great.
Building up that immunity.
Yes. So with infants, honestly, that's kind of that one that I recommend to always kind of have on hands. That's what I always have to have Thieves. Cannot run out of Thieves. So. All right, so next we have purification. Purification can be put on topically. You can use it aromatically. It's a really clean oil. It helps reduce mildew, smells, litter boxes, just nasty odors. You're talking about trash, you don't like it, put purification on it. I put that in my dryer on a little cotton ball, kind of throw it in with the clothes. It makes it smell amazing. I'm not having to spend money on the little dryer pieces that honestly make me kind of itchy anyways. So purification is great, and that's kind of what, it's great for just neutralizing odors in the air. It's something that I actually diffuse if we're on our porch, if it's the summertime, some kind of, bugs are around me. I always diffuse purification, and that seems to always help us a lot.
Yeah.
So
got that citronella in it.
Exactly. So it's great for just outdoorsy things, just trying to be clean. You can add a little bit of water to it in a spray bottle. You can kind of spray it in the air. You can spray it in a trash can. So that's great. I'm cloth diapering, so something that I do is I will spray purification before I wash it and after when they're drying. So that's worked great for me so far. So
you're brave to cloth diaper.
I know. It's the first time mom thing. You want to do the best of everything. And so we're doing it right now, and we'll see. We'll see how it goes. So,
all right. Tell us about PanAway.
PanAway. I'm going to go ahead and grab this one out. Yep. PanAway is something you can use topically and aromatically also. It's not something that you're going to want to take internally at all. PanAway is great. It has a really minty type aroma. It's very stimulating, and I also I use it also for just kind of uplifting. It's great to just kind of soothe tired muscles if you have been working out, if you're just sore because I went walking the other day. That made me sore because I don't do it often, Unfortunately, I need to, but I diluted PanAway. PanAway is a hot oil, so I diluted it, and I just kind of rubbed it on my back. It does, if you notice, I'm going to kind of put this up top. It's got a bigger cap. This is the only one that I know of that has a cap like this, and it has it on there because this is actually not really supposed to be around children. This isn't supposed to be around kids, and this is one of the very, very, very few oils that are not supposed to be around babies. But this is in the kit, so we're going over this. It's great for just kind of helping you unwind, and you're just uptight. It's great for that. It's perfect for just kind of a massage. It's great for a massage. Put a little carry oil on it, rub it all over your back. If you're doing anything like with the massage with PanAway, I definitely recommend diluting it just so you're not having to use your entire bottle of PanAway. Just drop a couple drops of PanAway. Yeah, you're going to use your whole bottle. All you need, because it is so potent, so pure, you only need a few drops. Mm-hmm. Put your carry oil on with it, rub it all over your back. Like I said, it's not going to dilute the oil by any means. It's just allowing it to spread over a bigger surface. So PanAway is great for that.
Yeah, I love PanAway. After been chasing my son around all day, I'm like, oh, mommy's back does not feel so good anymore.
You're thinking, I need my husband here right now.
Some PanAway. My husband's asleep though, but I could use some PanAway.
Very true. Let's see. Come over here and rub some PanAway on my back.
Oh, okay. I'll fly to Birmingham and I'll be right there.
Sounds good.
All right. So you love DiGi's too. So tell us about DiGi's. That's not one I've used as much, but I know that's one of your favorite ones.
This is the first oil that I used on my daughter. She was a couple days old, honestly. I used it on her, and I had tremendous results, and it's just I haven't been able to put it down. It's great for supporting healthy digestive system. It has a really strong, deep, earthly type aroma. I love it, actually. but it is something that you can take internally. So you can take this internally as part of just a daily regimen for digestive health in general. It promotes and cleanses and helps with the normal detoxification of the body, and it helps support healthy liver function. So my daughter, we were in the hospital. We were unable to go home because she was having issues with her stomach, with her liver, and they were concerned. They weren't letting us leave. At this point, after being there for several days, I took out my book and I just kind of looked up. I looked up, who has had experience with this and what have they used. And I came across Diapers. Thankfully, I had it on hand. It was the first time really I'd used it as well. We diluted it. We rubbed it on her stomach. And she just, almost immediately, she had very good results with the Diapers. She reacted very well with it. And it was able to bring her back to enough wellness where we could actually take her home. So that was huge for me because after being there for several days, we wanted to go home and
you want to take your baby home.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, we had been there for probably 6 days, and that sixth day, I was like, "What am I doing?" You almost forget that there is an oil for everything, and so Diapers is what we used, and it was great. So that's a huge, huge oil for me.
And it's cool that it's in the kit now because it's not one that I would have even got otherwise. So I love that. All right, I want to talk about a couple more oils. The last oil that's in the kit proper, so those 10, is RC, and that's a topical and an aromatic oil. Very fresh and invigorating. It's got this great aroma. It has 3 species of eucalyptus in it, and so it's really great for respiratory support. I'll apply it to the bottoms of feet also for that respiratory support. It's really good for opening up the lungs. So if you have kids that are in sports of any kind, really, it's really useful for that to rub on the chest or on the feet to support that healthy lung function for when they're running around. And also it really does smell like a spa to me. They call it like spa in a bottle. And when you add it to Epsom salts and do a nice relaxing nobody talk to mommy bath, then that is a really nice experience. Rare, but nice. While you're pampering yourself. You can also use it on the feet as like a post pedicure oil because it's good for that as well. So I haven't done that one yet because I haven't had a pedicure in a while. That mommy.
Go figure.
What?
Go figure.
All right. So and we've been talking about the kit, right? So these are these 10 we've been talking about. And then also in your kit, the big box part is this little bottle we talked about at the beginning, which is what we're both diffusing, is Stress Away. And this is the bonus oil that comes in the kit. This is probably thank you for showing that. Yeah. This is my favorite oil. It's just happy in a bottle. It's got it's got lime and vanilla in it, and it smells like vacation to me. I don't know. It smells like vacation. It's just wonderful for those everyday stresses, everyday anxiety that pops up. And, we're parents, I'm talking to moms here. You have some occasional stress and anxiety, putting some on now. If you have children, you have occasional anxiety. So it's just a great oil for kind of grounding yourself, centering yourself, and the great one to diffuse, to use it's actually labeled as a dietary supplement. So it's able to be taken internally. I also have friends that have used it on their furry children, their pets. If there's thunderstorms and they get anxious, then I have friends that use it on their little furry children. And I use it as a perfume. So there's a rollerball in that kit that you're showing. And I pop a rollerball on there and roly. It's great because then you don't have to just drop. Yeah, those are great. So that is
Stress Away was, I'll add that was the oil that I add my rollerball to when I was pregnant, when I was at work. It was something like in my purse, like all the time.
all day. All day. My husband has recently gotten hooked on Stress Away. He's had some tension at work, and he's like, I don't know. I was like, want to try this? And he said, yeah. And now he's like, that stuff's great. I'm just feeling pretty confident. I'm feeling really good. I'm like, that's right. Yeah, you are. So the other thing that Katie's got there on her table is Lingsha Red. They come in the starter kit. You get 2 of those 2-ounce packets. They also come in the giant. Well, it's giant, but it's not that giant bottle. I love Lingsha. It is this wonderful nutrient infused juice. So what it says in the bottle is energize, fortify, and revitalize. And that's exactly what it does. It's so high in antioxidants. It's this superfood drink, and it replenishes so many nutrients in the body. Helps with normal cellular function. It supports eye health, which is one of the reasons that I use it. And it's just that 2-ounce serving size, whether it's from, the large bottle, which is more cost effective, or from those packets that come in the kit. And you can also buy them separately. These are great. Toss in your diaper bag, toss in your purse. Great for putting in kids' lunch boxes. So if you've got kids that are headed back to school in a couple weeks, toss it in there as like a good afternoon pick-me-up for them. Because a lot of kids their school won't let them take oils, or they're not allowed to use it. So this is it's a juice box as far as the school is concerned, and it's just so wonderful for that. Really good for infusing your body with the nutrients that it needs. So we had talked a little bit about dilution and about some of those oils that are great for kids. So I'm going to have Katie talk about Kids Scents.
Okay. They came out with these right when I had my daughter Layla. So I was like, this is for me. Like, no, this is awesome. It's called Kids Scents. It's a little collection they put together that really kind of covers the midst of what's kind of everything that's going on. I'm going to kind of pull these out. These are already going to be pre-diluted, so you can just put it on them. You don't have to dilute it. If you want to add a carrier oil to apply it on, that's fine.
Make it go further, yeah.
Yeah, but they are already pre-diluted. So I'm going to kind of go over. I actually, crazy enough, I am just now ordering these. They are on the way to my house right now. I want them right now. So I don't have a lot of experience with these. I know that they're amazing. I've heard a lot about them. The first one that's going to be in here is Tummy Jize. So just as it says, it's great for the tummy. These are really kind of self-explanatory. We have Owie, which is kind of, again, self-explanatory.
They all are. They're all named what they are.
Yeah. I ordered this one just because of the fact that because I have a 1-year-old, she's walking, she's getting to that phase where she's hitting her head, she's bumping into things. So I'm so excited that I have this, that I can just kind of put it on her, bump on her head, whatever the case. I can just put this on, go straight to that. So
1-year-olds are accidents waiting to happen.
Yes, must. So we have Snifflies. So that would be, I would suppose, maybe fall, getting into the fall time with school starting. This is going to be great because that with school starting, it's about to be that time that your kids are coming home sick like every day. Then you're sick. Then your husband, back and forth. So this is going to be a great one to have, Snifflies. We got sleepy eyes, which is amazing from what I hear. I cannot wait to actually try that out myself. We have Bite Buster. I also just ordered this one, so I've heard a lot of great things about that as well. And this last one we have is Genius. I've heard a lot of great things about this, and I cannot wait to try this.
And most of those oils are available individually.
Yes.
As well.
When they first came out, it was only the kit, which is upsetting, if you're just wanting to grab one. But now they do have them sold separately. And to be completely honest, they're very affordable. I mean, I was actually really surprised. So they're very, very affordable. And I'm so excited to get mine in the mail. So
yeah, me too. I've gotten a couple of them and I want the rest of them.
And they do come with roller balls as well, if you were to be getting the actual whole collection.
Awesome. All right. So other than oils, Young Living does a lot of other things. So I'm gonna go over a little bit of that. They also have vitamins and supplements. So you can see some of these back here, just the ones that I happen to have on hand for mamas. They have this multivitamin Master Hers formula. They also have one formulated for men. They have vitamins formulated for children. Multigreens is another great energy boosting. They're greens, don't always get the nutrition that we need. So between my multigreens and my Lingsha, I am much more able to maintain that wellness level of that I need to be able to chase around a 1-year-old. So those are great for nutrition. Yes. Keep me going. I was talking about the kid vitamins. They have Mighty Bites. They have Mighty Zyme, both of which are chewable. The Mighty Bites is this broad spectrum of multivitamins and minerals, antioxidants, and phytonutrients that are necessary for the healthy development of children. And then the Mighty Zymes are another chewable tablet, and it's designed to combat the negative effects of that enzyme depletion across the digestive needs of those little growing bodies, because they're not always going to get the nutrition that they need. You don't want that. Yeah. There's lots of food throwing at my house. I don't know about your house.
Woo.
Woo-hoo. Yeah, tonight at dinner it was like, I don't want that. He flicked it off his tray. I was like, okay. Okay. Stress away. Yeah. So those are just a few of the supplements. There's so many more. There's a lot of targeted support ones, but those are kind of the ones that we use as mamas. And the other thing I want to talk about, probably the last thing we'll talk about, is the skincare, because we talked a little bit about the mama pampering bath and other things that we don't get to do too often. But their skincare line is awesome. And there's whole classes on their skincare line. But, we want to be healthy inside and out and beautiful inside and out. And so these skincare products offer that. They have the ART system, and there's amazing testimonies from so many moms who've been using it. It's a cleanser, a toner, a moisturizer. The Orange Blossom Face Wash, which is one that I have and love. Wonderful smelling, orange blossom aroma, really, really clean feeling. That's a great one. Sandalwood moisturizing creams, another great one. They have a lot of different moisturizers for different concerns that you have, depending on where your children give you wrinkles and bags and things. And another great one, it's not skincare, but I just noticed I had this, and we had to talk about Purge Essence Plus. Have you used this, Kate?
No.
You haven't? No. I get to put mine on tonight, so I'm going to do it right now. So you do 2 drops is what the thing is, and I do it on my neck, and then it says to put it on your
I need some PanAway.
Right. So the Purge Essence Plus is a natural progesterone. I think I can say that. But it's got sacred frankincense in it and peppermint, and it's so calming and grounding and wonderful for emotional support. It's got those emotionally supporting oils, and then it's got wild yam extract, so it's that natural progesterone. So it's safe to use, I believe, obviously on women only, and you're not going to want to, obviously it does not go on your children. But this is a great one for maintaining healthy cycles and not wanting to hurt the people you love when you're on your period. So that's the nicest way I can put that.
That one is it helps with regulating hormones, correct?
Right.
That was I was recommended to use that really quickly. Just I have actually the main reason I started using Young Living oils was because constant headaches I was getting, just constant pains, and it helped me with the occasional headache. And but I noticed that when I was pregnant that I was not getting them really at all, and so somebody recommended using that because now that I'm not pregnant anymore, I'm getting them again, and it definitely has something to do with my hormones and just not evening out.
The endocrine system. Yeah, it's really good for endocrine support.
So really quickly, I do want to just kind of throw in there, we did go over the everyday oils kit. That's kind of how we approach this. We wanted to show you how they are the everyday oils. There are so many uses for each one. But outside of the kit, there are a few oils that are just too amazing to not mention. And I really just kind of have a few here, but I just wanted to bring up. The first one would be Gentle Baby. Okay, so this one is absolutely amazing. There's really just so many uses for it. It really just kind of helps my daughter kind of calm down, whether she's upset from growing pains or whatever the case, just kind of maybe she's overstimulated or understimulated. This really just kind of helps her regulate out, chill out. We're talking about aromatically, I will drop a couple drops on her car seat strap just so it's kind of around her. But Gentle Baby is really it's amazing. It's great for nights that she's up late or just fussy. So I wanted to mention that to you. It's Gentle Baby. During
pregnancy too, right?
Oh yeah. And I was actually going to mention, you may laugh at me, but I use Gentle Baby as a perfume. I love Gentle Baby. I love the smell of it. And with using it as perfume, especially when my daughter was a newborn, she would, if I'm nursing her or if she's smelling it off me. And so that alone would calm her down because she's aromatically taking it in and smelling it off of me.
Yeah. I love that one.
Yes. Carrot seed. And these I'm just kind of briefly touching. Carrot seed, I use it. I make my daughter a really awesome kind of sun lotion, something to put out before she goes out in the sun. To protect her, I will use carrot seed oil. I will just grab some coconut oil, put carrot seed oil in it. Sometimes I may add lavender just because it's amazing, and I will rub it all over her before she goes outside. So that is great for that purpose. And I think that is actually all I have just on me right at this moment. Because these products are just so incredible, there's going to be so many different things. It's going to be amazing for babies and pregnancy and children. But what we've talked about today is the midst of all the amazingness Young Living has to offer for pregnancy and children and babies. So
yeah, it's really just the tip of the iceberg. There's so much more that we would talk about if we had unlimited amount of time, but we want to value your time. And we thank you so much for joining us on this class, and want you to head back to the Facebook event page so that we can answer any questions you have. We'll be on there able to answer any questions that you have or any clarifications for things. And we will see you back there for some giveaways too. So thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for watching.